So for number 5, I split it into two sides, the exact same product here on both, and that's because you're asked to do this two different ways. So at the left-hand corner here, I'm going to be multiplying by first multiplying the whole numbers in front. So you multiply 3 times 5, which is 15, and then we multiply the roots, the root 6 times root 8. So to multiply roots, you use one root symbol, and the product of 6 and 8 goes on the inside, so that's 48. And then from here we can actually simplify root 48 because it does have pairs, so you have to make a factor tree. So start with any two factors that multiply to give you 48, like 6 times 8. 6 splits is 3 and 2. 8 splits is 4 and 2. And then 4 splits is 2 and 2. So if I rewrite the square root of 48, I'm going to extend the root symbol. Let's pile in all of the numbers that we see multiples of. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. I always write those first, and then times 3. So from here we circle our pairs. Every time we have a pair, we cross it out and bring the number of the pair to the outside. And then we have another pair, so I'm going to cross it out and bring the number of that pair to the outside. And if there's multiple numbers you bring out, you always multiply. And what's left on the inside is a 3. So 2 times 2 would be 4, so this is 4 root 3. So right now I have 15 times, there's an invisible multiplication symbol here in between the 48 and the 15. So it is 15 times root 48. So it's 15 times, and I'm going to replace the square root of 48 with what I simplified it as, 4 root 3. So it's 15 times 4 root 3. So from here, all we need to do is multiply 15 times 4, which is 60. So 60 root 3 would be the simplified answer. Alright, for the other side, another method you could have done was simplify any roots first, and the only root that can be simplified is the square root of 8. So I'm going to make a factor tree of 8, which is 4 times 2. Circle our 2 since it's prime, and 4 splits is 2 and 2. So if I extend the root symbol, I would have 2 times 2 times 2, which is the same thing as 8. Every time we have a pair, we circle it, cross it out, and bring the number of the pair to the outside, and what's left inside is a 2. So I'm going to rewrite my original product, 3 square root of 6 times 5, and there's an invisible multiplication symbol in between them when they're stuck together. So instead of root 8, I'm going to replace it with 2 root 2. So 5 times 2 root 2. So I'm actually going to multiply the 5 and 2 now, and that gives me 10. So I have 3 root 6 times 10 root 2. And then from here, we can do exactly what we did on the left side. Multiply the numbers first in front. 3 times 10, which is 30. And multiply the roots by using one root symbol. And what goes on the inside is the product of 6 and 2, which is 12. This one seems like it's going to be a little bit more work, because from here we still need to make a factor tree of 12. 12 would split as 6 times 2, and 6 split is 3 and 2. Because I'm running out of room, I'm just going to use a factor tree to show my work to rewrite the square root of 12. Cross out my pair of 2's, bring the number of the pair to the outside, 3 is left. So this is really 30 times, and I'm going to replace root 12 with 2 root 3. So 30 times 2 root 3, 30 times 2 is 60, so 60 root 3. Did we get the same answer? Hope so, and it looks good.